So are you sitting in the team? Okay. Now you brought a computer. Now that is there with you, no? Can you change your name and they don't do it? No, I have a problem today. I have a presentation. They did that time to do it. Right? That's why I want to do it. Like 3.5 hours with that 15C group. And they were prepared and all that. Then I have asked them to read it. So can you change the name? Your group first slide. Or you can do it when you get on my one. You can change the topic. Copy it to your computer. Only 10 minutes I don't need so more than that. I have mixed up, but I want to start it. The 3 days you do then you can do it your own. Because they couldn't teach you that. They said I am from marker, one said under the brook. So all these things, that's a convention of marking. So one team one, then share it, otherwise you need to try. If you are one team doing one, can save it later, share it later. You are reading, you can share, otherwise you are doing it and then it's a waste. Do it in one computer, the afternoon, after finishing, you share it here. But your article, you can give information. You would write articles. And you were talking, we may have to do it another day, no? The same day you can't do it. Right? The time difference, right? What's the convenient time? Comment to all.
Normally, if we inform them earlier, they will.
Because we are 12 team, it's not possible. So that's why we may have to decide a day. It is because we are 9 team, I need at least 3 hours, more than 3 hours. Yeah. But can manage, but you have exactly 3 hours, maybe I task.
But the means we can.
Yeah, but changing population don't take time, I have seen. The 16 took 3.5 hours. Because they change and sometimes they come with more lines. I had to stop, no, otherwise, so you talk to your and see what the time they can. Yeah, not the same way. We can't have this one and same presentation, but they are also connecting. We take time on the. Yeah, all.
Yeah.
Then okay.
Now there are 4-5 members are connected.
Yeah, then they like this. If the class one day cancel, we can have it in the morning together. No? Yeah, so we'll see. Why they can cancel class? So I if anything there, then we can do that. I can give my day to them. Upload a copy to your this one and change the group name, group value, all. Then put the name and the registration number. It is getting here, right? No? It is getting here.
Yes.
Okay, that's an example to show they are authentic. Okay, I showed you other video that day. That's an authentic leadership, and this is not authentic. They are leaders, but not authentic. That's the reason Sri Lanka is come to the just nothing is political. That's not mine even. That is from. Can you do this quickly? If you have done the first slide, second slide, so introduction and all there. Now go to the third slide and do introduction as per your information you are ready to all. Okay. From 6 or 7 article you are ready information. So then you can have this one. What is your discussion? You can change all, right? But this structure should be there for my evaluation. So it has to be identical mark. Right? You can have in between there, but this minimum performance, you have to have an introduction, then you have to have literature on that particular topic, then your discussion, then your opinion, that means the group opinion and suggestion, then you conclude, then you have a reference. I will put it, I think. Other one is a reference. The list of the 6 articles plus you may get note book or whatever. Now change the name, the topic. You have another slide, other file. So then you have to get it right now. You can say your presentation group or something and do all it. So download it. This one download it?
Yes.
Yeah, change the name. Topic and all. They are also doing no. So your other 3 members are how many members?
In our team, they are not connected. Some other teams, they are connected.
But you talk to them. Who is Janagan?
Yeah, he's connected, so you can talk.
He spoke to them.
Ah.
No, he could speak because that WhatsApp not allowed. He had a that WhatsApp chat. He would have done his there. You will see under sample presentation. Then you get and change the name. Then you do another copy for it that you can use it for the on that one you copy and rename the file as your group presentation the topic for you play for that's a group server change the name of the papers and the topic and you can change the format, but that's minimum requirement should be there. This is for that particular topic, but your topic will do something else, right? So just to justify what is 20 mentioned the leadership, I have brought up the how this developed. But for your one, you would have ready your topic, right? If it is emotional intelligence, you would have gone through articles. From the introduction article, you can have some sort of summary, right? So I would have given in the emotional intelligence the history of emotional intelligence from 18th century or previous 300 B centuries. So all these just you can summarize in a one page. So how like that. And you can use my even my PowerPoint slides lectures, some slides, because using the emotional just exam. But without starting you can't. That's why because I have today body experience. I have told 3 people to read. But they said, no, me are one in goal, mark, the rest, etc. And that's why I can't make it. So they have to make it. The 3 people did, other 4 people don't know what is in the PowerPoint.
The camera,
Change it here.
Yeah.
Okay, no? So now we can say internal, what is your topic? Behavior. Huh? Yeah, so I have given a PowerPoint and a video also. So they do that. So that next one is so who is a leader, who is a manager? You can take article I will read today. Boss and somebody has given what is who is the leader? Who is the leader? Give reference boss 1985. When you say you are from the article, so you have to say boss 1985. You know how to do Harvard, right? You are continuing the Harvard, right? That's how you are using, no? Harvard is which one your institute has the SEP has asked you to do for research? Harvard or APA? But the reference I'll set for Harvard. Yeah, Harvard. Then you put the bars that comma 98 you can write after facing the state. Otherwise, you can take according to comma 98 bars.
You did it summary like now we are virtual students are now you ask them to read each and
Yeah, now all these this one.
the summary. I mean, what is included in the
That is your summary. Yeah. So all summary put in one now. Then edit.
that is what we can. I mean,
No, you cut and paste all these summaries into one page. So you said no, your introduction 5 people like even 5 is summary. Cut all into one page. Then you edit that. Sometimes they same content is there, no? Huh? What is required?
Some articles are the research of the just research leadership.
Yeah.
Now discuss about only one leadership slide.
Yeah, that is why now you see when you go on the road, you get a lot of things. You don't take everything. That's the way here. When you learn and take what is required for you. Right? If you take an article, we'll have all the leadership. Right? You are including say authentic, you have to take only what is authentic. Yeah. Others you leave it.
But in these articles, we
Take one article is one.
only discuss about the optimistic leadership.
That's the article I shared with you. What is the topic? Your topic?
21st century leadership.
Yeah, so I am given from 2000 to 223. First take up that article. Then you know what is the article. So other one is read. So for the introduction may not be. But here you can do this is the 20th century leadership. No? You can use this from hierarchy to today technology tools. Even the slide if you can explain. I don't know. Right? You can copy my slide. This is for 20th century as well. You understand? That's why you have to get to know about the topic first. You have to read not getting that particular point. I'm just saying we read point, but you have to read and understand what is 20th century. What was 18th century, 19th century, 20. So for 3 centuries will be passed. Right? And you can see that I would have given history of leadership. Am I right? History of leadership. I would have given from 2 centuries, some article. Of leadership, I think. Evolution of leadership. No?
This is summary of our. There is one leadership style called collective leadership style. Okay, then the second one, how the researcher has impacted the 20th century leadership.
Okay.
Then the third one, how it was the leadership in 2000 and what is now in 2020. Then another article talks about.
Now you cut and paste in one page. Then when you read it, you know how to read it. That's the learning. You see, now I need to read from the whole 6 article I took it. Example I gave, there are 6 articles for this topic. I reading it. I know I prepared for PowerPoint for you or for the lecture. Now here, only your topic, you have to learn. Right? So now you can use this from hierarchy to empowering is happening now. Then from bureaucracy to independent units. Earlier it was the bureaucracy, one person and all. Now independent units are coming. Then limited information. Now people are sharing more information. You need information, internet and all of that. Then punishment is like authentic. Then you have to be true enough. That's authentic. And self-interest is service. So you can't be like our people, previous president are all selfish. That's the country when into big town. Right? That's when now he was last week came verdict. And he was that is what do you call that, giving pardon to that Govinda is wrong and they are proved. No, Govinda this is the proper that he was given jail and then he came up this one. No, how did I know? Then now the court has said this is wrong. Yeah. So when you have personal interest, you lose the leadership capability. So that is the one there. No, self-interest is service to others. So when you see as a national, you couldn't see the pen. That cannot come in the mind. When you become a national leader, when you are a normal person, you can look about your friend and family. But when you come to the national, you have to look at it. You cannot keep that person in the mind. Because there is a court system, no? Court has said he has to go to jail. How can you relieve? There are other people done more than 10 years there without wicked money. I'm just saying that's the way the court proved. And it was the procedure followed in giving that money to go. So that is self-interest. So I'm just bringing that example. When you have a self-interest, now from self-interest to service others. So that's the link. So you can say that is when you say. Then you can digitalize it. Now globalize it. Because earlier you can say you take 1G working with the Srilanka. Now working with 80 countries. So then their leadership has to be global. No? Right? So now mother, earlier father, now son, daughter marriage. So do you know what I'm talking? Vikram Singh, daughter. Do you know what happened? Earlier, the chairman is Vikram Singh. Now the daughter is managing the Manchi. So globalization. So she is a PhD in chemistry, food area. And she can manage better than father. Father is an entrepreneur. She knows the stuff. Right? So that is the way he is now the requirement. And over father passed away. Right? So she is managing. I don't know the name. So this was Vikram Singh. And technology, social media. Now, you are very careful if you are doing this. Because now, whether Hansen has been fined for 180,000 each day, you know. So they have what do you call what is that? Lumber is rice, bacteria. Someone has fined the case. Each data set will pay 180,000. So it is already the Facebook. So can you find? You have to be very careful in your things. So that is it. So that is the social media. So you have to be that anyone wants the case for earlier only the case and maybe one paper report. Now throughout the world is reported to the media. So if a friend in me in say US, he knows, no? If I have shared that particular one, I didn't, yeah, my network has shared, I have seen. But I have seen it in radiated investment. So this is very careful. So the leadership is changing. Now digitalizing. Beyond social media, now digitalization. Everything is virtual. That's the leadership. So you can give that one. Now I will give a details of what is introduction, what is literature review. So there you have to go. This is, you can use this slide if you under. Okay. So you can say from bureaucracy to now it has come to digitalization. So that's the one we are going to discuss in our discussion. That's the way you introduce your topic. Now I am saying authentic, so you may be removing the authentic there. Even you can have it. Authentic is there, but that's a 20th century leadership. That is 2003. His leadership time came in 2003 by our Professor Paul George.
We have discussed these topics
Right?
throughout this topic presentation. What we have discussed.
Yeah, now we are talking about that. Then from the 2000 to 2000, one can discuss. But when put it in a nutshell, you may have 6-7 pages. You will take only one slide. No? You have to read and understand, and you can take your own notes. I talk about Manchino, so that I know about Manchi different topic. I know about Medical I talk. So you should know about the articles. It is not just I told, but you have to learn and see how the article has been written, how it has been expanded, and how the conclusion gives. So that should come to the mind and you can summarize. Is it clear?
But he has a one conclusion in there.
No, I got it one. But I have a different. Now I have a different slide. I'll show you. Privacy. Now millennial, and now you can say alpha. Right? The people who are going to deal with alpha. Right? Now you are a millennial or millennial may be that. So now you are going to deal with the alpha people. When you go for leadership, they are the people going to come in as associate. That's the new generation of people. Millennials are 2000, right? People who were born in 2000. Don't know these categorization? You already studied marketing management? Anyone knows about this millennial and all of the things? Alpha and don't know? Generation of people? Don't know? Generation of people don't know. Baby boomers and all of this. You never heard about that word? No, marketing management? Yeah, so same thing I talked about. So when you are dealing with the next generation, you as a leader, you are going to deal with alpha. I'd say you are 21 to 30 years, just example. So when you become a 35 years, you are going to meet people who are born as alpha. So that's why I said millennial now. So now when you become a leader, so you are going to manage alpha, right? So that's all. So they have a big picture of the area. So I have just put millennial, right? So when you read it, you will understand. So 20th century also say it is you to study your marketing management generation of people. They now in Sri Lanka over 40 years higher population, but less than 20 very less. But if you take India, 30% of the people are less than 20. That's the assets and the value of the India. Right? That's why their productivity all going in a huge way because they are very productive. But the age under 30 are the more percentage of the population. Maybe 300 million. 30% means 300 million. No? So we are only 22. Out of that, over 40% are age, over age. So productivity less. You go to banking industry, no people, because of the 55 years control of the age, because the private sector keep up to 60-65. But bank as a rule, they have to retain. That's why they have the background for a higher leadership. Now CEOs are top in the banking industry. Because once they retire, they can't. Because they 55, they are officially they have to retire for banks. So that's why the finance company, they are joining with the finance company. Because they can work up to 70, most of the people. Now in the introduction, you say what is your topic. So I am talking about what is authentic leadership, what is AS. Okay. So from the article, you can see introduction and the literature review area, you say what is your topic. Right? So what is in the 21st century leadership, you see in your article. Right? Give introduction. So that is the, and you have some diagram you can put. Right? Generation of evolution of leadership, you get some pictures. Article not there, but you can see the web. Google. Okay, I will share it maybe next week. And from my PowerPoints, I have it, but I have not done it yet. So this is what is AM. What is authentic leadership? What is your topic? Huh? Yeah, so you write what is leader, what is manager, and according to class, according to somebody. So there are managers, who's a manager, what's manager does, the introduction. Then go to literature. Okay. What is your topic? Huh? I had done it already, no? So you can do that. What is your topic? To rebuild a movie. So you are downloaded. Hope you are all ready, no? Article. So now you have to collaborate. What are you reading? I know you are doing at home. I know you can't be here. But now 40 minutes now. We have to talk now. I am ready. So you take this into your control. You can insert more slides. This is already in the article there. You take article, there's introduction, then introduction, then you discussion, so you can only the discussion. You are not writing the research article, you are taking some information, then you topic. Yeah, so you can, but then 4 or 5 articles you have to submit. Say what is the authentic leadership? You may have a 6 introduction, artist. So I have taken one. Look at the whole. Or if you have a quotation like say Mars or something, so you can say I go into Mars 1985. It is same. What is the topic about? Again, so there are 3 types of behavior. Leadership, I have not lead, right? Maybe next chief officer. So, about type of leadership here is the particles. So, do it, mixing and transaction. Yeah, so that. What is your topic? It will go. But don't mix up the communication. Maybe the article of communication you can omit there. You have to concentrate on it. Then if they have diagram also, that fix also that. Okay. Okay. No fix about the core leadership for the type of leadership in a situation. They can from that.
Transition.
What is that? Otherwise, the category combined let's see the situation is here, you get the heart. The situation put in R, they are right deep. That what does it like? That's what you get a nice. Let's see your putting on that one. Situation is here. Nature, there are 2 types of this. Images and situation. You can take a video that can down for the videos for the approach. See whether it's better. Yeah, you have to put 4 or 5 articles, you have to get it, and you have to edit. That's why when there's our in the one slide, what is situation? Sorry, what is the skill? Skill. Yeah. There are 2 types, 2 versions. I can go even. 2 types. What is let's try to find the mask. Please. Yeah, but this is the number 2. There are 2. Is it saying that bracket? No. There is a C right? No, the diagram bottom was somewhere they put situation is 2. Are they saying? There are colors. You not a pictures, no? You go back. On the article is there? Yes. Okay, that's what. Yeah. So nice. So, but you have to see the data as well. So they developed as life cycle theory, and now recently they named as situation. Life cycle now life cycle. What is there? What is the real final part? Yeah. All the people. What is it from the article? You can say what is making the you. Some article might be translated information. So you don't need to put all the article here. Say now what is the topic is. What is the topic? Yeah, they will write some of the relation the way this supposed to. Don't worry about it. You take what is emotional intelligence, ask their intelligence by and by and history also, yeah. That you can. Then components are, yeah. That you did. They make a maximum 12 slides. You can't go part some example, the 6 leadership style, I would start that you can. Yeah, but introduction you should what are the introduction? You know that you have total information. You are trying to show maybe 1 minute. So just to tell the audience, what is emotion? Yeah, but target is under the device. Second slide. Now this is you are trying to structure it to audience to understand. So other info not. You can't expect someone to read the 6 articles. So as a lecturer, I can get a 70 article they are reading. I'm reading it. I'm giving a 3 hours. Otherwise, it's a maybe you are reading for 30 years. Yeah. Yeah. Introduction what is literature, you are going with the existing document, trying to see the difference. You are taking and there's a literature, it's not fine. And you say according to the content. So then you are giving justifying evidence. So no one can question. Yeah, that's okay. Now what is the so you can't take the one let's say according to so according to the dates and brackets. It's called evidence. You are evidence here. You are extracting some existing evidence. You are not doing the research. You are doing a test research. Either input or research. How you got idea, right? Yeah, we do this thing. Now you start this. No, I think I start. Okay. So you know that's fine. That what are the article, what are the document. So now you continue. And and that cannot be done and not started. So save and share and they will okay. Yeah, this that can be complete as a that so now from here to here it has come. Now it's intellectual, no? What is the model? Huh? Yeah, so early this one what? Yeah, so the ITG was, but it is gone beyond now. So that's the way you say, that's the conclusion. So you can't do it. I'm doing for 30 years. I'm telling. So you will learn it. So I'm just making you aware how to write. You can't be perfect. I don't expect, but when you read it next year, what will go to fourth year, that percentage will be better than this. So you are reading. Okay. So now say we go for next. So like here, I have given some credits, not mine, okay, from the article. Bill George is our creator Socrates, Bruce and Bruce Galileo, and then HBR article 2015. Okay. So I'm giving under literature review. Somebody this one. It's not said I'm telling what is authentic leadership. The same thing you have to tell your topic. Okay. Some definition. Yeah. So the definition is comes under literature. Okay. I'm just saying somebody has told in 2005. Okay. So I'm saying what is authentic leadership? I'm giving some what are the, then you can highlight some people to understand that. Yeah. This is the theory of the model. So you may get a theory of the model, like I showed the situation analysis model, right? So you can bring that. Maybe behavior also there are three models, three behavior, right? So there are four components. Like that, you get emotional intelligence also 5 components. This is the theory of the leadership. So what are the components of what you call authentic leadership? So what are the characteristics according to this this one? Okay. This is summary. Okay, it is like you tell from all the articles above opinion as a group. So a powerful approach. So other leaders who lead with the integrity and authenticity inspire trust and that. Trust the foundation. So that this is your own words. Based on your understanding by reading that 6th article. You tell has applicability of the theory to you or your organization. Our opinion and discussion. So maybe you can get something from that. There's a section called discussion and finding. Am I right? From the article, you can see a section called after the literature review, some data and then discussion and analysis. So from that you can get something and you can put as your own this one. So trust serve as a foundation. Okay. Then leadership is a crucial factor. Then what is the strength of your topic? Okay. And the weakness. Okay. Say if it is a traits theory or a behavioral theory, there are shortcomings as well as strength. So that also you are a test. So sometimes it's not a weakness, but there's a criticism. Okay. You don't get all it's not a weak, but people criticize. Okay. So you are two different. So you have to, I have taken something, right? Okay. Then what is your suggestion? Can it implement or can it applicable? Or what is the difficulties in applying? Okay. Everyone is not true, no? So that's the problem Sri Lanka had, no? Or having it still, I don't know, right? So trust building is very difficult. Okay. Have you all seen that speech by the current Prime Minister of Singapore is circulating all of the Sri Lanka now? All on social media, right? So they are talking about. So that's the one you repeat, no? And someone said, I think he has told, but I don't know whether I have it. And Singapore Prime Minister said, I can serve the customer, so I can take my own things and go to jail or something. And I like to select the first one, he said. And then Sri Lankan president, people are saying that 222, that's a message for Korea. I select the bigger, as he has selected the first one, I select the second one, no option, they are saying. That's why we our politician talk to. We like to do, but no option. So that's why I'm selecting that. So that the reality is going on. So very difficult. Because the theory okay, but apply might be difficult because no one is true to himself, not to others first. Yeah, so that is a development authorization is a training program. Okay. Support emotional intelligence because it's related to that. Okay. So lead by example. Understand you by example. So that he was talking a live talk at Parliament, and someone I said he doesn't bother about going to the this one. Then he said you can't be in the politics. That's the one he's talking in the Parliament, in Singapore Parliament, right? So very difficult unless otherwise you are committed yourself to be true. So that sort of thing you can express. So same thing in the behavior law, transaction law, transformational leadership, whatever the topic or situational leadership. You can say, but the difficulty is in applying in the practical. Right? When you are reading, you will understand. You have to have a deep understanding first. That's why I gave only one topic. I think the 8 topics no. So when you come, others are learning from your presentation. That's the purpose and the objective of group presentation. Any question? Okay. So the conclusion, I said, from rational intelligence, emotional intelligence, now ethical intelligence. That is the true to yourself or authentic. So that's the one that you have to change the leadership. Right? So from emotional to ethical. Being emotional not enough now. But practically I don't know. But that theory has been proved from that there's another stage has been developed to emotional to intelligence. Okay. So that is ethical. You have to be ethics. So we are not ethics now, Sri Lanka, are we? That's the problem we have. Right? So, but that's the theoretically they are expecting from US and other companies CEOs has to be ethics, not only emotion. Right? So that's the level they are for. So that's the leadership from rational, emotional, and now ethical to educate leadership. So that's for you all this you get. So here that. So like this, you have 6 or 7 articles with you. Okay. So that's the one. So you can be having the video end of the presentation or based on your size and the time, you can have introduction or maybe the conclusion. So here I have both. Okay. So I'm not going to put that. Then you question and answer. So people will question you all, or I'll be questioning. Our topic is leadership theories and leadership styles today. So what you learn from the video? If you read properly with the proper motivation and the guidance, anyone can be made to make a perform. Okay. So whether it's animal, we are also kind of animal, but in a developed stage to be properly behaved. We discussed last week is this is in one slide. You know about all our leaders, the degree of leadership is different. Okay? I want you to understand that. All are leaders, but degree of leadership and the task they perform is varied. CEO, CFO, COO, CMO, Team IO, Team R. So please read it and understand. All are leaders, but degree of leadership is different. Here, set the overarching vision. Here, oversee that. He said he oversees it. Here, he managed the operation. Here, he directs the technology. Here, that's the marketing strategy. And he looks the, but all are leaders. But he overall leader. Okay. So you can see from CEO and CEO, but Sri Lanka is very difficult. Sometimes CEO, even CEO doesn't do his job. Right? He does a normal marketing job sometimes. And in Sri Lanka, there is a problem. Even salaries are not equal to all CEOs, so that we have that issue. Okay. But this is definitely CEO and CFO and CRO, CMO, and this one. So as per the CSE now, they can't have a CEO and the chairman can't be one. You all know that? Governance are studying, right? As per the new corporate, sorry, Colombo Stock Exchange or CSE Stock Exchange, the CEO and the chairman can't be the same. Now you can see companies are separated. Have you seen? No, you are accountant, right? It's better to know. They have changed. Colombo Stock Exchange changed the regulation, and no company can have a CEO and the chairman is one, right? Last week, Sunshine Holding has separated the CEO. The chairman has becoming a deputy chairman, and director become a CEO. So they are separated. You can't have a CEO and the managing director one. Okay? So all these things are same thing. So that's why now something happening. So when that happens, this will fall into the practice. Okay? Sometimes CFO does the HR in Sri Lanka. Am I right? Finance and admin, right? How can they do? You have to control as well as motivate. Can't. But as a cost effectiveness like that, they do okay. You are accountant, you can manage only payroll. That's what they tell, right? But really they miss the things. Okay. So then you can see this, just an introduction. Okay. So we discussed this one, and I'm not going to do that. 8 science or 8 intelligence, and what is EQ, what it is looked at here at school, and you have to do it. Sorry, this is at school, and this is the you have to learning. You are learning. Okay. So this is the people who are doing this one. You can have this slide and explain for 5 minutes. The group presentation. Who are doing the emotional, you can have this slide and explain and the introduction rather than having all the. So we discuss these components and we stop at this stage. Okay. So what is the authentic leadership? Who is authentic? And Steve Jobs is an authentic leader, and he will fit into all the leadership. Okay. When I finish my lecture, he will fit into all. That's why he's a great leader. Okay. Mainly good for Steve Jobs. You may know this word as a visionary leader. Sometimes they recall a rename as visionary as well, apparently. So the leaders are given the team general direction and what to achieve. He says, I want to touch God. He didn't say what to do, how to do, when to do. Make a note of it. He said, as the author leader, visionary leader, I want to touch God. And he got it done. He didn't say how to do, when to do, whom to do, like that. He told the engineer, so R&D, the Nokia is having a physical touch key. Sorry, physical key. I wanted to go for a touch phone for the young generation. So that's the reason Nokia went out of the market. They stick to the success, but your past success is the enemy of the future. Right? You would have learned it in management. So you have to maintain and sustain is not easy. So you have to continuously renew and innovate. So Steve Jobs asked the engineers and the R&D, he wanted the touch phone. So that's the one. Leaders keep their key by general direction. So he said, I want a touch phone. He did it and he got it done. He didn't say whom to do, how to do, when to do. Right? So he asked them to do, right? Achieve, but let them reach the goal, whichever way they dream appreciate. So they can. So he gives freedom, but he has a guidelines. I want to give it, okay, I am 6 months. So that's a he's not. Okay, but our leaders are acting a mentor, and he's a mentor, right? Purposeful when the organization trip and needs a visionary approach. So that they were in the early stage, and Nokia is the leading company with the mobile, and you have to break them or you have to lead them, right? What is the strategy? Apple needed to become a number one now. That's the my time to read it now. Okay, read it again, but you have to practical it. Now Samsung has gone to number 2. Right? Did you read an article in any of the paper? So go and read it now. Go to the Google and say, what is the reason? Or what is the strategy? Apple used to become a number 1. So that's our learning. I can be book teaching, but you have to learn what it is. Last week, it was on the radio thing. You didn't want to book. Right? I think today was the day of 3 days. It was Apple has become number 1. Right? So why? And it was Samsung, but they have become. I don't know the reason. So you have to go and read it. Okay. Okay. This is authoritative of visionary leadership. Affiliative. Dalai Lama. Who is Dalai Lama? Who is he? A religious leader from where? What is the country? Yeah? Tibet. Sorry, Tibet. No? And he is doing it. A lot of European and Western countries are helping to fight with China. Right? Put people first. They always think about people and work well when put on the charts and all these stuff. Okay. So ambient leaders are all about the people. They want to create a positive work environment, and team members are their big giving prize. So that is their style. Democratic example is John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama. Who is John F. Kennedy? Former president of USA, and he said they had to go to Mars or something that was space. Right? He dreaming. There are people who dream. Okay, democratic. Okay. Basically, Jack Welch. So if you don't know who is he, go back and check my first lecture. I have 2 slides about Jack Welch. Who is Jack Welch? From 25 billion US dollars to 129 billion in 20 years he made. Okay. So you can go and read the details because I can't repeat again. 2 slides I have given. Sri Lankan context, and one company said CEO should be at least something of Jack Welch. Okay. I have given 2 slides about it. Okay. So here relies on setting high expectation. That was stretching. That's the approach is stretching, pushing toward achievement and excellent work incredible. And they are all task-oriented people, not people-oriented. They want to achieve the task, not much worried about people. That means they don't scare people. Sorry, they don't ignore, but they don't much care about. But they always worry about task. That's the reason from 25 billion US to 129 billion US dollar he achieved in 20 years of his CEOs at General Electric. Okay. Leaders highly focus on the final product. Okay. Very goal-oriented, emotional leadership style that derive high achievement team members accomplish as high as possible. So he made it possible, and he is very emotionally intelligent, right? Not emotional intelligent. Okay. This is basketball coach. He used the coaching style. Okay. And this is the OAC style. Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of UK. And during the war, with the this one, he was the one behind, and even there was a disease, and he was the person did very well and controlled the Europe, particularly in UK. Okay. Commonly given as a directive or commanding leadership, it is best use of cohesive academic when need to fix problem quickly. Maybe you can relate to current president as well. Okay, he's trying to fix it. I don't know about the sustainability, and he has now brought up something. So that is they use it. Okay, they don't bother about others' opinion. They try to do. They insist. Okay, that's a style. Okay, so the sixth style I have explained. Okay. Hope you are ready. Who is Alan Mullen? Anyone read the article or PowerPoint? Who is he? Who is Alan Mullen? Oh, Mullen, I don't know. Mullen. Who is he? What is Port Corporation? What do they do? So they were in a big trouble, and they were trying a lot of CEOs, and that is a family-owned major control company. So the chairman looked for people, and he is a guy from a Boeing aeroplane, for the CEO, and he was retiring, but they looked for him. Okay. And he had taken over in September 2006. It was a loss of $12.7 billion, not rupee, okay, and dollar billion. And needless to say that they died, and the pressure on Mullen's was high. In 2000, he rebound to share price rebound to 16 point, and company 6.6 billion profit. So how he can do? So that's a leader's dust job. Okay. Here the leaders always give excuse that some or other they stay. Okay. What can you do? There's a problem, this and that, dollar going up and all. But here in 2008, he made the share price is 16, okay, and it was 10. Okay. So he brought up to 16. So that's a financial, and the profit of 6.6 billion from 12.7 billion to this one. A bigger profit in the decade. So that's a they never made the profit in the last 10 years. He was a Boeing commercial joint board, and then he joined. I told you already. So I'm not going to do it. Okay. Someone asked in the what do you call the press conference. Normally that's the style. Srilanka, when they appointed their own company, they always high. That's the style of Srilankan CEO, right? Even I asked 35 companies in 2012 for my PhD research, and only 11 companies, they said, even a big leading company, they said my managers are busy. So that shows they are scared to face or disclose, right? So the leading company, but 11 CEOs actually to meet me, and I met them, and so that's a different. Okay, so I'm just sharing what my experience. So they asked, you are an aeroplane guy, how can you do car? And he replied, yes, I know, but your car has only 10,000 parts. I had managed spare parts of million, but it is always flying on the air. But your one is on the land. So I may be able to manage. So he will say it's nothing. Oh, it is not nothing. So that's the emotional intelligence reply. Okay. So that's the story, but it's a big this one you can read it. So that is about emotional intelligence. Okay. Yes, car is a huge and very complicated, complex industry, but I understand the car might have around 10,000 parts. Boeing has like 4 million parts plus on flying on air. Okay. Get up at the air. Okay. So if I can manage, I feel I would. So that's the way they positive. They say they don't go and say, how are you and who are you to ask like that? They don't fight. Emotionally intelligent, they fail. So that's how he talked. Okay. So he was talking to a university about his skirting around and experience, but not much clear. But it was No video or download, I can wait for it. So it was how did he do? He was changing the flag and all other things I showed you last week even. And he was the Fortune magazine the business of the year and all he was there. This was the handwritten document we separate among the top level. How to make emotion. The handwritten is an actual document. He wrote and said it. Okay. So one thought, one plan, one goal. Okay. So he made it. So you can go through that. So that this was actually the document done in properly later. Business plan to do principal and governance leadership team and all the things. Okay. So what is emotional intelligence? Here and 80-90% is all there. And what are the makes of that one? 5 characteristics in one slide. You can read it. Okay. So that's a summary of last week. Any questions? I can explain. Because I have uploaded last week, even this one I uploaded, you can gone through. So that is a discussion of the last week. Any question on emotional intelligence? What did you learn from this? Exactly opposite. Like so the theories are developed like that. Okay. So he said every action has a reaction in opposite direction. Okay. Same way, leadership theories also over a period they study, but of course it's a scientific lab study. But in a human study, you don't get much on a lab. Okay. By observation in the other places, so by study. So then you have to see. What is theory? Okay. What is theory? So I just put a video. What is theory? What theory reading or what text? Study in AI, just Newton third law, you can study in AI science, am I right? Where did you study? Which class did you study? I studied in AI. But did you where you also Newton theory? Yeah. So same thing. So now we are going to study about what is theory? Theory is a well-tested explanation for a set of observations and experimental results. Right? Theory is that. It's a well-proved, documented, accepted oratory at large, not by one person. Okay, I use the word at large, as society. Okay, think about theory as a force of why something happening. A, Because there's a action, there's a direction, opposite direction, and equal amount. That's how we prove. So here also the leadership theory over a period. Theory may exceptionally complicated. It's complicated. What he has told is theory, but models are explained how to apply. Okay? We don't know. Theory, model, then framework. Theory is the explanation of relationship between Y, A influence B. Okay? We talk about emotional intelligence. Can be the 6 types of leadership. I didn't teach now. I am going to teach how it's said. So emotional intelligence, 6 types of leadership is said. If you are a variable, you're emotional, your leadership time varies. Trying to get to some relationship, based on your emotional intelligence level, your leadership will vary. Is it clear? That's how we discussed. I just say emotional intelligence, 6 types of leadership. Now you can see, here is explained why A influence B. Okay, now, I will see the page. No. I can write it here, but then I have to go back and I have a problem with technology. Okay, we'll see after the break. Okay. So it's saying A influence B and trying to see why. Okay. You are hitting someone, why? What is the reaction? I'm scolding somebody might cry, somebody might ask you within back or react back. So you have to see why that's happening. So trying to fit or identify the relationship A and B. A is an independent, is a dependent. Make a note. Okay. A factor is an independent, other one is an outcome. That's a dependent factor. So that is why A influence B. Why do people adopt new technology? Why do you use WhatsApp during the COVID? To buy even grocery, use WhatsApp. Some of you get the grocery order's name and the number, you WhatsApp it. Right? Then if it possible and if he knows you, he delivers it. If not, he won't read it. But at least a lot of people get into that one, WhatsApp during the COVID. So why people? So there's a COVID, people cannot talk each other, cannot face. So technology came into the scene. I'm just giving an example. So why people adopt new technology? Okay. Earlier, people write when the sales rep goes, he write the invoice, bring it back on the tour back after 1 month and give it to the accountant and enter. Now you have a palm top on your laptop or a tablet, you to enter with the customer and deliver, and it's on same time accounted in the sales ledger of a sales rep as well as to the revenue account as well. I'm just because you are accountant, I'm talking. So I didn't go to the details. So you know what I'm talking. Am I right? You all understand what I'm talking? Because I assume you are accountant. If it is a MBA class, I explain differently because there are different combinations. So earlier, the sales rep carry his invoice book, talk to the Mudalali, ask for order and write, and he come back after 1 month and hand over all together. So accounts are done subsequently, and you finish the accounts maybe 20 days later. Now, second day after that, at the next day, end of the day, the 9, 12 o'clock. Okay, I don't know about you, like there are different because they use ERPs. Okay, so ERP. So people adapt because of the urgency of the information, the business, and it reduces cost. No data entry. The salesperson instead of writing is typing. Right? You all know what is happening I'm talking? Correct? Are you aware? Yes or no? No, if you don't know, you can tell me. I talk about sales rep, I talk about accountant. So do you all know what the relationship I'm talking? Yes or no? Okay. Otherwise, I don't know. Right? So people adapt in technology, convenience, cost, time, economic. So there's an influence. Why? There's a positivity, there's an effectiveness, timing, and transparent. Sales rep knows how much I have done, accountant knows how much I would get money. Not to wait for cash flow end of the month. And again, this gives whether cash or credit. Right? All these ERP capture the data. Right? So it's already available, and you have a proper system, even cash flow for tomorrow, he knows. The system does it. You have proper ERP working. So here it predicts, explain, and it give a foundation. So theory predict what will happen if I do this. So it predict. So he said, what? Every action has a reaction. Then positive. Sorry, other way. Okay? So he explained why that. Then he said there's a foundation. So theory, explain, predict, and it create a foundation. Based on that, on rocket and all others, that's what the first video show. So theory, then is developed. Same way, leadership theory, trade theory, behavior theory, transformation and transactional, all theories are developed over a period, and they are seen different action, and there's a change. Each and every new theories are developed. So that is why they are supposed to change the leadership. Okay. Is that clear now? What is theory? What theory does it? Predict, explain, and it creates a foundation. Okay. So what is theory? What is framework? Conceptual. You would have learned it in your what do you call it? Your research. Otherwise, you wait for that then to read. And here. What is MIT? What is MIT? What is MIT? Institute of Technology in US, the leading university in the world, right? So he's a professor. So physics can be demonstrated, and my theory cannot be demonstrated. That's why I wrote that. He can demonstrate, but I am teaching, I cannot demonstrate. I can only explain when learning. Make a note. That's why I wrote that this one. Yeah, he can do. I can bring a CEO and show it in all. Do you understand? That's why the leadership can be. No, you can learn. Okay, physics can be. I want you to understand. I can't bring a CEO, I can tell only thing. But you are learning. I can't ask him to behave and you to show it, right? So that's the reason I wrote the video. Please understand. Okay? So here he can demonstrate. So student can understand, and he does it. Not only that, he would pendulum all you can go to, right? He has all these videos, and he's very older, and he does everything. So he can demonstrate. But I can bring the video. That's why I bring the video as a storytelling approach. You to learn it. Okay? So I can talk about Rankit, but it's you to learn how he's thinking. I can say he's behaving, but I cannot demonstrate to you. Right? So that you have to understand. So leadership, the theory, but not like okay. So teaching versus learning, I have already shared. I think you have done it. No, you are one day I have shared through the WhatsApp. Did you all get from it? So I have other classes. Did you get this WhatsApp? Can you see it? So otherwise, now I will video there. So please there. What is learning? What is teaching? Is there? Okay. So I am a proper. Yeah. You can learn lifelong, but study up to 18 or 20 years. That's a psychologically approved. Okay, I don't know where I put it here. It's not there. Maybe I would give some other pages here. Teacher is a perform by teaching, but student is learning. So I can teach. If you don't perform the learning, there's a mismatch. Make a note. That is you have to write it. I can teach. If you can't perform the learning, so you have to listen and learn. Right? I cannot demonstrate. I can give only transit page, that quiz, like I can tell. But you have to learn it by looking. So I can show help you something by video. Right? So I can perform the task of teaching. Whereas students should perform the task of learning simultaneously. Otherwise, there's a mismatch, it won't happen. Okay? So the definition, the performer and the teacher. Learning is a performer by student. Okay? Teaching is throughout the whole life. Sorry, teaching does not take place throughout the life. Okay? But you can learn lifetime. I'm learning. I learn every day. Yesterday I learned about mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Self-awareness for the detail. So as a teacher, I wanted to learn. I learned about mindfulness yesterday. So you have to learn. If you want to be a teacher, you have to learn. If you want to be a learner, you have to be a teacher. That's the PowerPoint group presentation. You tell someone you are learning. Then when you are teaching, you learn more. That's the approach. That is why the continuous assessment PowerPoint or group presentation is called. Okay. Models are two related terms, theory and model, but different, but look like one, but different. Okay. Theory is a conceptualized framework. It is generalized, right? But it is a every action has an opposite equal direction. Action, right? So theory is a so very broad, but based on that, India developed. Now Japan did it now only. Even though Japan advanced, I think yesterday only they launched a spacecraft. But India did it a bit fast. So how you learn it quickly and act this one, because the Japanese are good, but they learn, but take time to learn. But success is 100%. That's the Japanese approach. They learn it, implementation quick. So that is the way. Okay, that is Japanese management. You will learn it, right? Japanese and Western style comparison you will study. Yeah, so they take time to learn, but implementation 100%. They don't do twice. Okay. Theories can be considered as an answer to various problems. It is very macro level. Okay. But models is another hand, is a physical simple and over verbal representation of action, which has been found in order to make understanding of something clear. Now the professor is showing a demonstration of that in the model. He is showing the guy, he's showing, and it is pushing the opposite direction. So the model lies. Okay. So that's a model. Model can be considered as a representation created in order to explain the theory. So this is the next level of that. This is macro, it will be detailed. Okay. The theory is a big macro level. The model is little bit explained. The prescription, description. So that theory described. This gives a prescription. So say doctor say can be treated by or cured by medicine. That is a theory. Then you have to go what is the prescription? Panadol or something else. That is you have to prescribe. Okay. Model somewhat is a prescription. Okay. Other person I'm just giving example. It prescribed where you can apply, how to apply it. Theory says every action has a reaction in opposite. So based on that, they develop the spacecraft. Okay. So model can be considered as a representation created in order to. So who is in the full range leadership theory model? Anyone doing here? Full range leadership? I think virtual team. Am I right? One of the virtual team doing it. So that is the model. These three theories: transactional, transformation, and laissez-faire theory combined into a full range leadership model. Okay, that is theory. Three theories combined into model. Okay, we'll be studying later. Okay, so what are the components of the theory? What, Why? Okay. How? Why? Because. Who, where, when. So this is simple diagrammatically or picture-wise representation of theory. What? And how is happening? Why is happening? Who and what? So because somebody doing it, where and when. Okay. So take a theory. What is the theory definition? Can you go back to theory definition and see? North house. The process of group of individual influencing group of individuals to achieve common goals. So somebody who is an individual, that's a leader who influence group of individuals to achieve common goals. So that's how you can put it in this concept. So we did the theory of definition. Here the theory is what is the components of general theory, any theory. Okay. So but theory has to prove it. You cannot just tell. So you have evidence why it is happening, all these sort of things you have. So what consider the psychological theory. So they are saying that. Okay. It must be testable. Again, theory, you cannot have a theory if somebody else can't test it. You can't have a theory and without telling others how it's working, then somebody has to go and test it is working or not. So IMC did it, other countries practically tested it's working. Okay. But how you apply and accurately is work better. Right? So it's the same thing I want to say. Theory, model, and implementation, varieties. Okay, you will have model. So now India would have different way, America would have done it, or Russia would have done it. Now Japan would have done it a different way. Theory one, model. Now the simulation is different. How to implement is way. I teach you a theory. You go and implement it different, and he might implement different. So the effectiveness one theory different based on the person. Did you understand what I am trying to communicate now? Okay. How do you simulate it? Or how do you understand the theory I am teaching you? So when you implement my theory based on your leadership capability. Is it clear? So the simulation. So it's very. How do you implement? I teach, but I may not be implement. I may be able to teach. I'm just telling example. I can say you are smiling. I may not be able to smile it. You understand? I may say, as a receptor, you should smile, but I cannot do it. But I can say, she should smile in front of the customer. So, if she can do it, and she is a better reception. Okay. So, theory, model, implementation. So, the simulation. Okay. So, theory version and then there, you can read it. So, anyway, not much for exam, but you will understand that. Okay. So, I just put one example video. Theory assert. What do you mean by assert? It keep concluding That will happen. So, but then come to modern, the different. So that's our slide. So this is how over last 60 years in 65 different classification of PSC theory has been developed. Classification, no? How much? Last 3 centuries, 4 centuries. That is in 1991 we said, okay, 74 we said something else. And can you measure or elaborate, measure democracy or love or peace? So leadership also very difficult to exactly describe. It is an opinion. He is the leader. So if I said president, somebody may say no, he is transformation. You understand? My understanding, I am saying, is a somebody might say he is not. Okay? So it's like a democracy. It is like a love. It is like a peace. So for someone is a love is a different. Someone other some people love is a different. So very difficult to have a unit of measurement. Definition of unit is the focus on the group process, personality, perspective as it's an act of behavior, power relationship, transformation and process. So this is the components of leadership theory. Okay. So this is that okay. So here individual, dial, group, and organizations. It's a where the leadership happening. Okay, like onion, this one. Okay. So I'm not going to put that there. There's a video, but I don't have time. Okay. Another theories are there: psychological, physical, sociology, and physical only we study psychological, philosophy, psychology, political, economy. So so many categories are there, right? Theory of evolution, how theories evolve, right? And under the class social science, we are talking about human design. Okay, so just to get idea, so you can read it. Okay? So this is all for your 21st century leadership. This one you can use this. Here, how the leadership theories are developed from 19th century to 1980 or even today. Okay, in theory, brakeman theory started 19th century. 1940 trade theory, skill leadership theory 1950. Silent leadership 1960-70, situational 70s, 80s, contingency 80s, path code theory, exchange, transformational 1980, right? So even today. So this is how theories has evolved over a period. Like in the physics or chemistry theories evolved, here also human theory or social science theories are developed. So just to get an idea how theories are developed, what are the theory of leadership? Okay, based on that, I gave you a topic to you all. So they were trying to identify. First, they were trying to identify defining what is leadership. Now they are saying what is the effective leadership. Okay, earlier they were trying to identify what is leadership. Now that is not enough. So no point in defining leadership. Now they like what is effective leadership or not. Now the change, the research are focused on what is the effective leadership. Earlier they were trying to see what is leadership. Okay, now they are saying, thinking, which is effective leadership. No point of being the defining leadership, but like rather than describing, you have to prescribe. Okay. So they are trying to make what is effective leadership. So that's the this like this side. Okay, what makes leadership effective? So there's the impact A and the B. Right? We said so in the theory. Why we influence A? There was like we discussed it. Go to your mobile and keep. Otherwise, what I'm talking, I have in mind that you will not see that. I'm saying that what A influence B. So here, what type of leader make more impact on the company performance? So that's our what make leadership effective. What type of leader make better performance? Okay, so that's why the leadership, great man theory, all these theories. So then they said they found some shortcoming of this theory, then they develop. Some shortcoming of this theory, they develop. Okay, this theory. So like your accounting standard. Okay, due to some issues, then they do a revised standard. Okay, stock valuation. They do different this one, right? So same thing. So here also they found some shortcoming. They went for some sort of additional factors influencing and calm. So now digital and proper leadership like new theory. Okay. or servant leadership, like that new theories are come. Okay? And if you have time, we study. Otherwise, you have to wait for MBA to learn that. Okay? Okay, all these I have already told. These leadership theories explain how leadership style work. Okay, so first they study about trade theory, and then that trade theory told how that trade theories work in an environment or in the business. Okay, so that's our explain how this leadership style works. If a person is a trade style of this, how they work. Okay, so that's our is there. Okay. So these leadership theories explain how leadership style work within a company to be success. Okay, that's the one they were explaining, and then they also shortcoming that people when go, scholars when go to research. So the characteristic and all other things I have already told, you can read it. Okay, this also you can use it for your 20th century. Here, look at how leadership theory evolve. Okay. You can use this. You can explain in the introduction from this how the theory from last 3 centuries to today. Okay. So, trade by trade contingency, like these are the theories developed today. And if you to become a business leader or a manager, it's important to understand these different leadership. So, knowing one leadership not enough, and you cannot stick to one leadership style, method. So, you have to be adaptable and changing the situation. You cannot be stick to one leadership. You cannot stick to only one leadership. Because you have to change based on the environment and the people. So a person leading in an IT environment completely different from a leader managing in garment factory. Just example. Okay? Because the people who are dealing, knowledge is different. Type of people are different. Sometimes age is also different. When you go to IT industry, it's so young sometimes. Right? And I said that generation of people, you will be going with the millennials. And they also respect and loyalty. Remember that millennials are no loyal. And they don't work for you and they don't die for you. They always look for new things. Your money, nothing, unless you motivate and make them to feel with you. Otherwise, like a railway station, they come and go. IT industry people believe not. Unless otherwise you can make very different. Okay, so that's the difference. So, so this keep management style and all this. Okay. Okay, that is a definition we discussed. So here that based on that this one day identify the component leadership is a process involves influence occurs in a group. So go back to that what is the components and theory. You take your mobile and see, then what I am talking you can imagine. Okay. That one what I said A, B and Y and how and all sort of thing I put in the what is theory in your mobile see that slide. So I can't go back here. I'm not much technically familiar with this smart and so on. Okay. So here, based on that, now you can identify the components of leadership. Leadership is a process. So A, B, there's influence from who is the leader is A. So based on his influence on a group of individuals. Then there's an outcome. Okay. So leadership is a process. Leadership involves influence because he has influence. It can be forcing or convincing. It is of course in a group. Yes. So because there's a group of people, then common goal. There should be a common goal. So to achieve 100 billion turnover in a year, just example. So India company has to work toward that. Okay. So based on that, the leadership is a process whereby an individual influence a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. The definition came. Okay. The theories are came or definition came through this. This is a reasonably the latest definition by Northouse. Okay. So here also there the theory who developed a great man by Aristotle, Louis and White, Fielder, Percy Blanchard, Burns, Cartwright, like the other people developed this theory. Okay. Great man theory, leadership style, contingency, situation, you are one of the topic you are selected. Okay. So we will be studying one by one based on the time available. Okay. So here is a developed like this. Okay. During 1980s or early I put. Now this is in a one chart up to 2000. And how theories are developed. So this also you can use for your 20th century leadership. How is leadership theory. So great man here in 1980s, sorry 80s. The 1940 trade theory, contingency situational servant, 1970s to 80, transactional transformational, and this now is adaptive. You have to be adaptive. That is why the no one fit to one or stick to one leadership style. You have to be adaptive. You have to be adaptive to the situation. Like I said, style at the IT firm is different from the government industry. Okay, that simple understand. That's why you have to adapt it. If you can't, a person from your IT cannot do government. But if you can do it, you are a great leader. Okay, that's the example. Is that clear? Okay. So here is the summary of that. So here I have put now the current one is globalization, cooperative, and global competency that you require as the current leadership. Okay. It's a big picture, very detailed. Okay. Scholars have also made effort to classify these theories in various ways. Classical great man, behavioral, situational, contingency, and contemporary theory. You have studied in your management contemporary theories. Okay. Different people show different. They said traditional theory, modern theory, new theory. They categorize into three. I said 65 category just for a simplification. So in 2019, someone has this island, Ola and Lopo somebody. They have categorized into three main categories. They said traditional theory, modern theory, and now what is going on is new theories. Okay. So all these things are there. So you can read it, just summarizing. Okay. So these are the theories based on the time we would discuss. Okay. So this also will help you for your 20th century leadership. When you read it now, you understand. Okay. When you read the article, now you understand. So great man theory, behavioral. Who is doing the trade theory? Anyone doing? As a presentation, trade theory? No, you are not doing it. Okay. So who is behavioral? Behavioral theory? You are doing it. Situation? You are doing it, right? Then what you call full range leadership from virtual team. You are doing emotional intelligence. Okay, that we are studying. New contemporary. You would have studied something in your management. If you have time, you do. Otherwise, I may not be able to go. You have only 10 lectures. Okay. So here's something other way people put into this one. Okay. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Now you can see 4 generations industry. You would have studied in your mark management. Did you study? I'm free, but you don't need to memorize this. But you should know the background. I don't taste it, but you should know the background. Okay. Did you study in your management is evolution leadership with the industrial era? We are in the 4th industrial era. You all know that? Yes or no? We are in the 4th industrial era. Okay. So here that is the 20th century. Here. So from pre-industrial 19th, 20th century we are here. So now currently this is the leadership theory happening. Okay. So earlier individual customer. So you a carpenter at home, he did one chair based on the customer requirement. That is pre-industrial. Okay. So here, then they made it 10 people together. They made it piece. Okay, you do this leg, someone does the other one, someone do the weaving. Right? So then when we do specialization, job specification, you would have studied job specialization. So industrialization. When to mass production. Now mass personalization. You go on your Dell PC, you can say what the color, they will make it. You can go through an order. That is mass personalization. That's a current trend. Do you know what I'm talking? You can order Dell what you want and they deliver. Not like IBM or something, that's the IBM failure. They lost and they sold it to Taiwan company. What is the name of the IBM PC now? Lenovo. Okay. So that's the failure of IBM. IBM is the PC number 1, but they couldn't innovate. They said our courier will deliver. They said our person will fix it. You. Two things, write it. That's the approach leadership. Then say, we will fix it to you. IBM say, courier will deliver it. Do you know how to fix a PC? So they don't know. But they say, we will fix it to you. That's how they success. The IBM believe people should know. That's a mistake. So you should know how to fix your computer. That's why have you seen your PC have different colors and everything? You take a PC, you can see the color. Speaker, all these things. Do you know what is that? You take this, remove it, you can see different color. Your mouse, and they are also the same color. So that's a developed to make it easy to use. Okay? So that's a way, but there's a failure of IBM. And they sold it to Taiwan company. Now it's called Lenovo. Okay? Lenovo? Yeah, so that's a Taiwan company. Okay? So this is just to say how your leadership is changing. Here, disciplined man, great man, behavior. Now transactional transformational is the 12th change. Okay. So you will learn it at MBA very level, very detailed. But here if you know this like picture wise, more than enough. Okay. So what was the past? You command leadership. Here you have to learn. What is the difference? Earlier, I say you do it, make a note. Now you can't say that. You have make them to accept you as a leader. What happened to the previous president? That he thought what he did it, he was a good performer at military, but he can't accept that at national level. That's the idea. So you have to earn the current. You have to earn the leadership. That's a comparison. Okay, I'm just summarizing. Okay, command leadership supported by employees. Earlier, people will die for you. Not now. You have to help and they have to help. Make a note. So it's a interdependent, not independent. Interdependent. That's the current side of leadership. Am I fast? Please stop it. If I am talking fast, please stop. Okay? So earlier you tell, they do. Now you have to talk to them and you have to learn. I don't know how to operate. I ask him to. If you will feel shy, you cannot manage. No one is perfect. You are a learner, you accept, others are capable. That's you need. Okay. I know IT, but I don't know how to do this. If I do my computer, I do. I was in an interview, I'm just telling, 30 people. I got excited, I have come to the wrong place. For a visiting lecturer, more than 50 people wasting, and the board is charging the government organization, I don't know what to say. So I thought I am in a wrong place. And I don't know about this one. How many years the lecture? I said for 2001. And they said I do my PC and laptop online, not this one. I don't use. So they thought that is the only make you to teach. And 15 people sitting, more than 15. I couldn't count it. They are getting about recruitment board payment at 3,000 per day. So that is where the government department basement. So I didn't go for it. I'm just saying. Okay. So you have to learn it. Nothing is difficult. So I learned from that boy here, and he told me today how to do it. So you can learn. Only you need to make your commitment to learn. If you will it, that's the way. Okay. So now earlier you had the IT person. Now if you know what is AI is enough. Earlier you should know what is AI, but now also. If you know how to get it, the AI, that's enough. So understand technology enough, but earlier relies on them. That is why not a company went into trouble when they put CTOs as the head of the company. Right? If you read it carefully, you will understand. Because they put CTO, he doesn't know customer. You understand? CTO knows only technology, but he doesn't know what the customer wants. So that's the difference. So you should know IT, but you don't even know how to write software. That's the difference. Is it clear? You should know there's IT, There's a document you can get, but you have to tell your CTO to do it. And then you as a marketer, as a HR, you should know how to relate that into the performance of this one. Then earlier you directed it, but now lead by example. Earlier you tell they do it. No. Now, so what CTO did it? I want the touch points. He didn't say who has to do it, when to do it, how to do it. Right? So that's the difference. Do by example. Unemotional, now vulnerability. Control information, now if you take MAS, a girl can order his leave from the canteen. Any of your company can you do your own leave? Or you go to HR and do it? You can do from your own. So that's okay. But I'm talking about the garment industry, and that girl can do it from the canteen. No need to go to HR. Right? That's the way they have made it sharing information. So HR can't do any problem, no leave to get a pay. That girl knows available or not, and she and it shows you have only 5 days more to get a leave. So that's the way. So information is not hidden, it is shared. So that's a new leadership style. Okay. Conform to convention. Now challenges the convention. You don't say you confirm it. Now more than that, beyond the boundary. Okay. Earlier, annual review, no, daily review. You have to do daily review. That is why ERP does it for you. Right? You study something called accounting and digital environment. That's the one. That's the outcome. Okay. So, real-time feedback when the thing is there. No, maybe company does 6 months, 3 months, but you need to be now daily. Okay. And implicit boundary, now dynamic boundary. Because you set a boundary. That boundary set by another person is a bigger. So you have to be dynamic and active enough to see what your competitor doing. Okay. Is it clear what I'm trying to say? What is my dynamic and implicit? So you put your boundary that is within a box, but without knowing what is the competitor does it. Right? Dialogue came out with reload. So that's the innovation. Others followed. So they are late. Right? What do you mean by what is reload? You all use reload, am I right? Yeah, it is made it available. That's a dialogue innovation. The mobile is like a having a tea, you have 20 rupees. That's why they started. Today 99 rupees, am I right? But the minimum 99, no 100. Yes, they started with 20 rupees. You can have it like a tea and no need to have bill. You can, if you want to talk to somebody, you go and buy 20 rupees at the communication those days. So it is made it, mobile is affordable, not a luxury. That's our dialogue DG. Okay. So they set about, okay, this is the approach to administration of leadership, adaptive, ethical, situational, authentic, inspiration. All these things are now the impact factors of leadership style. Is it clear? Okay. Earlier, who you are is a leader. But now, whether you are an adaptive, are you ethical enough, are you situational, are you authentic, are you inspiring, strategic, all these things they expect from your leadership. That is why, if you can see first lectures, can you go to that Sri Lankan context leadership? So now you can relate that advertisement done by one of the company to the 1990. First lecture, leadership style. Can you see that advertisement slide? Can you remember that advertisement by first lecture? Leadership in Sri Lankan context. You all want to have a tea or can I finish it with that? What's the time now? You want to have a tea? He come by 2:50. You wouldn't talk to the if I change the time. Can you tell her? Yeah. No, he's for me also is everything and he comes. So he doesn't know I'm finishing 3 to 3. So there's a mistake, I don't know. Finishing 3, starting 3. So he normally needs our time. So that's why he doesn't know that. So he comes and then we go there. So I'll finish it by 10 minutes early. Okay. But talk to them, is 3:50 or 2:40? So then no issue. Okay. So able to find the slide? First lecture, not today lecture. First lecture. Leadership in Sri Lankan context. One slide. So now you can relate to that. So they like these 10 things. The current leadership expecting you have to be adaptive, you have to be ethical, you have to be situational, you have to be authentic, you have to be inspirational, strategic, charismatic. Former President brother is a charismatic leader. That I'm talking about elder brother. He's a charismatic leader. Wherever he is there, things happen. When he's not there, things are stuck. That's why he could have created next level of leader within the family even. Right? So that's the problem. Okay. So participate, transactional, citizenship, servant leaders. So these are the things now current leader should be capable of showing or practicing. Okay? So you can do this all in your, but when you read the article, you will understand. What it says, the what is saying? Not this, first lecture. First lecture. First lecture. I'm talking about not first slide, first lecture. There's a slide on Sri Lanka, leadership on Sri Lanka network. You have found it. First lecture. What it says? You like Janasana Jayasuriya? So they are relating to this. That is the model. This is the theory. Make a note of it. That's the model. Just to tell the employee or applicant. This is the theory. That's the model. Saying by Janasana Jayasuriya, you know saying? 10 people? No, I do it go down. There's a advertisement slide. What is slide number?
46.
43.
46.
46.
46.
43.
46.
46.
Yeah.
46. Slide number 46. On first lecture. Can you see that? Next time number one, slide number 43. Or 46. 46. That's right. So now what is it? So that's the way. Now you this is here, system model. So you can understand the practical. So this is how the company expecting the applicant will be treated with. But the theory is there. But they, so people can't understand it. So that is why they are put in model form. And showing the understanding here for the actual. Okay. Is it clear now how apply theory and the model? That's the model now. Okay. So that is showing, okay, just showing and interpreting. You have to be like this, but the theory is this. As a leader, you should have this all. But if you put calculation, very few people will understand. So, but they wanted interpreted or put in a model form, showing that people as an example. You have to be like the INC, you have to be like Jackwell, like that. So is it like a model? Is it clear now theory and the model? So that's a practical example. When we say the leadership, these are the leadership, current leadership, authentic, spiritual, servant, adaptive, and digital. Now the current leadership is a digital. Okay, so people who are digitalized and know that you need digital leadership, and I think global leadership, and provide up a leadership. What is saying here? You have to be integrating. Okay? You have to be a storyteller. Why storytelling is important for a leader? Why storytelling is important for a leader? When you go to government factory, can you talk theory? Can you talk theory? So you have to talk to their livelihood. So telling story, make message across. Make a note, right? So storytelling. So you should be in a position to tell others, not theory, about in a view, and they can understand. So that is storytelling. Okay? Customer focus, relationship builder, result focus, value people, culture builder. So you have to build a culture also. You can't blame the company. That's a different. But you have to build a culture. Like Ranjit Page and the father, two different cultures. Now he built a culture. That's why today 130 billion or people on that. Okay. Who is Ranjit Page? Yeah. So because somebody said don't know any other bench, and that's why I shared with your document. So I think same way you can download who is Barendra, who is hectic order, like you can learn. Okay. So now the current leader should have this character: integrity, storyteller, customer focus, and you have to build relationship. What do you mean by build relationship? Employee, customer, say you are Mudalali, you can't expect the sales rep to talk. You should have some sort of contact with them. I know some people, they are not dedicated. Once a week they visit. I have worked for them. They visit. Every Wednesday they go to the factory. Every Monday they go to the leaders. Not to check the sales, just to have a relationship. To know about their financial capability, you know, the major shareholders, they visit. Because the rate companies $1 million value of checks, whether that check is value, they know by visiting. Only have account which is the over. So those days they call with the cut feeding. Okay. Of course, now with the information, but you had it because sometimes you can't get information of a hardware owners, no? By going, you can. So you should have that. The building relationship. They talk. They have a free lunch, and they don't read that as a cost. They know they talk about I have problem, I have my son. So they keep information indirectly. They are looking for a bankruptcy. When you ask for it, they don't get. But when good relationship, you can build that. So a new leader should have a building relationship. It can be the customer, it can be with the government. Okay. And if you want to get order, get a BOI approval, you should know how to go to BOI and meet the director. You can't expect a normal manager to go and meet, going for a 1 billion or 2 billion investment. So you should have a relationship. And same time, you have to be results also. Result focus. So this is the 21st century leadership profile. Okay? So you should have this type of profile to become a current leadership. So that also you can use it for your presentation. How? But the way you have to present, not the way I'm talking. So you have to do it your own. So this is two different comparison. I'm not going to discuss. How I change leadership? I have already told you. So earlier, local, simply act like so. Think global, act locally. You all know that? What do you mean by that? Think global, act locally. What do you mean by that? Why Manji print 3 languages in their biscuit packaging? Why did Arabic acid? Why is that? So you have to think, what is your customer to communicate? Srilanka, you have 3 languages. That's the requirement as the law. Okay. So you have to be local simple hierarchy. Now global complex, not simple. And independent network. Consistent change, now accelerating. What do you mean by consistent? You know, it might change every 5 years. Meganon. Now every minute change. So accelerating change. There's a simple change. Okay, we will see 5% rate change. Now, you can't predict. Okay? Overnight changes are happening. Accelerating changing. Stable environment. Now the environment is so uncertainty. So this is the trend which in the leadership. Yeah, so this environment people are working now. The previous leaders work in this way. Okay. So growth and boundaries and consequences. Here, boundless growth and little regard to consequence. Not much, they don't worry. But no one thought about COVID. Right? How many employees are the companies closed worldwide? So that is why growth, boundaries, and consequences is very, very important factor as a leader. So this all you can read it. I'm not going to do. So your leadership style. Why leadership style is important? Why leadership style is important? What do you mean by leadership style? What do you mean by leadership style?
Behavior.
Yeah, so method and behavior used in getting things done. So you have to use the word method and the behavior. Two words you have to use. What is the method they are using? How they behave in getting things done from their associate or their colleague or whatever. Okay. So knowing your leadership is critical because it can help you to determine how to assess those under your email. So I told you garments and IT. So if you can't adapt, then you are lost. So knowing your leadership is very important. Okay. How to rate reports and that all there. So that you can understand. So after that, okay. I is important. I told you all. Okay. So these are the styles. There are 15 styles. 22 styles are there, but 15. That's what I have bolded. Based on the time availability will discuss. Okay. So each approach you all are doing it. Somebody doing it. Behavioral, skill, situational, path for leader membership. I have no time. I know. Full range, authentic, if I have time, and team leadership. So these are because of your 10 classes, I may not be able to teach. When you go to MBA, you study, but you know 15 or 22 leadership styles are available. Okay. So that I think here I have 16. But gender leadership, you study in your woman leadership, you learn it in your MBA. Okay. The way women lead different than. So for example, you can't read how the Indian lady managed Pepsi, make a note of it. So you can learn about woman leadership. Who is that lady? Who is that lady? Lady can't remember the name. What is the name? Is an Indian lady, leads it. Harvard, after going to Harvard, and she come back to India. And Pepsi hired her. And she made Pepsi in a different type of company, fighting with a Coca-Cola. And a big way, and they did it. So you can learn about it. Going there, I think Negera, if I remember correctly, is an Indian lady, and you now retired, and now the American lady. She went for a Harvard MBA, but she will come back to India, and Pepsi hired her, and she was in MBA. Okay, so traits and the process. What do you mean by traits? We'll study one by one, but I will finish it. What is trait? What you have? Okay, first is what you done. Better not, two different. Right? What you have? I am high, I am tall, I am intelligent, I am fluent, but there is the process. What you do? Is a trait what you have. Here, what you do. Process. We'll study individually only this one, but I'm just saying, okay, that if you see this one more than enough. And this is the great fact here. Okay? People say if you have that five, you are a leader. What is the intelligent, confident, determination, integrity, and they call it the big five factors. If you have that, they said you are a leader in 18th century. That was the first belief. Okay. So what are those? Are you intelligent? Are you confident? Are you determined? Are you integrity? If you are sociable, they said you are a leader. That was a belief in 18th century. Okay. So that's the one. Okay. But the behavior theory said, and he said, no, having not enough, but you have to do it. Make a note. That's the difference. Having, you may be intelligent. If you can't apply that intelligence, no use. So that was a belief. Next stage. Okay. So earlier they said if you are intelligent, you are a leader. But you are intelligent, you don't know how to use the intelligence in the business, no use. So they said, can you behave or can you apply? So that's called behavioral theory. So based on that, they identified three types of leadership styles: authoritative, democratic, and laissez-faire, or delegated. Okay. So we'll be studying one by one, but just summarizing what are the leadership styles. Okay. Then they said you would have studied in a management. Skill approach. You study what three skills? Technical, human, conceptual. You are studying a management. First year, fundamentals of management. Okay. And here we are using you are using skill approach, right? So this is our. Okay. So three approach we were discussing, but in this one they fail to include what is called where they are working, the environment. So that's the reason the new theory came. Okay. That is called full range leadership. Okay. That is laissez-faire, transactional, transfer. So they made all three into one model. Okay. So that is another model came, FRL or full range leadership model. That is in 1980s. Bass and Emilio brought up this one. Okay. So then in 2011, Maxwell, he said a leader can be 5 levels of leadership. Level 1, you are becoming an accountant is a position. Okay. You are commission, people follow because you are an accountant. Okay. Then you become a production, so you are doing something. Then you become people developer. Then you can go to a pinnacle level. That is why he proposed in 2011. A leader can be developed this 5 level. Okay. So different people come out with a different opinion and suggestion. Okay. So this is Maxwell, a leadership scholar, came out in 2011. Okay. If these people said, some people, leaders as a challenges. That is 1987. Right? So some theories come, then they started with some model to prescribe instead of describe more detail. So this they said there are 5 challenges the leaders. Okay. Those are these: model the way, inspire the way, challenge the person, enable and encourage the path. So they said, okay, there's a book about it. Okay, and it was more than 1 million books sold all over the world. Okay. So this is how that some model comes. So then I'm not going to teach about that, but if you know this more than enough, so you study in AP. Okay. But you should know there are 5 practices or something. So there's another guy came out, Jim Collins, I think in 2011 or something, 2003. 2000, he said level 5 leadership. 5 level, level 5. So understand, level 5, 5 level. And he said people can go to the level 5 from up to the bottom. Here, you can be a level 5 executive, that is like Steve Jobs. Okay. And here, a highly capable individual. So that means lead yourself. Right? So we started discussing the leadership development. What are the 4 stages? Lead yourself, lead others, lead units, lead organization. So same thing, this one came out with a different level. So that I wanted to know that one. Okay. And he said, humility plus will. I can, I will, you can. So if you can make it, that's a level 5. That is his formula. Okay. So that's all findings. Any question, please ask. Any question? Is it too much? Okay, I will be teaching one by one, each lecture. But I want to say what is theory, what is model, you will now learn. Okay. So every problem has a solution. That always I tell. So you believe that, because if you can accept that, then you are becoming a leader. If you say no problem, then you are a manager. I don't know. That's a psychology. So that's why I put this line always. There is a solution for everything. Any question? So now you can do your presentation. You can prepare. Not now. Can you prepare? So you have to cross the road. Bus is coming. So you have to cross the road. So that is why you are doing. Next week also we'll do 10-15 minutes. Maybe the break after break. So then you can do it here. And talk to your colleague. Okay. And when is the data presentation? The day? Huh? 8? 10th of February. Today, 20th January. Yeah? Okay. So how many days there? 3 weeks. Yeah. So 2 more weeks we will do a craft here. Then after that you can develop your own. Development you can upgrade. In 2 more weeks we will do 10-15 minutes. Then you can show me. When is this one? The learning diary or the individual? March. Yeah. So you have to do it. Don't keep it as assignment. It's a day-to-day work. So today write the 3 pages matter over. Otherwise, an assignment. It's not an assignment. It's a learning diary. So you write what you learned today. If you leave it, it become a assignment. It's not an assignment. Okay. So that's why it's a learning diary. So you write today. So that's a very well good. That's why my approach. But if you all keep it as an assignment, then it's a big task. Okay. So, any question? Any question? No? Is it too much for you? No, you are there. Too much, I don't know, because you are coming 12 to 3, it's an odd time, but I have to keep you all. This is a big task alive without sleeping. So I'm success in that. I feel I have almost everyone alive. Right? So it's up to you to make or not. So you are signed up? Yeah. Another message. If you sign for others, they can get eligibility. Okay. I marked 15 AB weekend, 82 students, 70 students are more than eligible to sit the exam. I don't know how. I know they didn't come to class. But I marked, they could learn 20 marks out of 100. Okay. So that is the message. Maybe a warning message. It's up to you to take it different way. I marked day yesterday and yesterday. The first student, I took 1 hour to make him to 40. I couldn't make it. I don't want the first student to fail. No, I just opened the paper. First student couldn't earn even 20 marks. Then I was thinking about how do I increase other 20 to make it to 40. Then you get 20 over as an overall. No, you know that. So out of 100, if you get 40 only, you will get pass. So I couldn't earn only 20 marks. Right. So please concentrate and learn it. It's a theory subject, not like accounting. Right? I'm an accountant. I know what is accounting, what is leadership. I'm a paradigm shift. Okay, from accounting to a different level of paradigm. Okay, so I know the difficulty, but unless you learn it, it's a difficult subject. It's a practical subject. Okay, accounting sometimes is a practical, but if you do it, you can do that. So it is maybe a warning, it may be a feedback. 82 students in the class, 70 eligible, but I know the 70 didn't come to the class. But the person I am talking, 41 in the continuous assessment. Why? Other people perform for him. Because group, maybe he got 18 out of 20. So I don't want to get to there, and I told the morning other group. Today in the morning, I told them I am giving feedback. Not a problem, I failed it. But I was wasting my time to 1 hour when I can bring it to 40. I couldn't. Right? If you can't earn 8 marks per question, you are failed. Okay? So please task something. You are an accountant, and if you now make a task, at least you have to earn for each question 8 marks minimum. Then you get 40. If you omit one question, and you are lost 20 marks. Remember, this is all exam approach. Right? So don't blame me later. Right? You can sign the register, get eligibility, all that's all. So I told the student today in the morning class, don't sit for exam if you are not sure. and this is a trouble for me. I don't know how to mark it. Okay, so blank seats are there. So then they should avoid sitting the exam. So same thing you are also applicable. Prepare yourself. So you may be able to get 41 marks here on your group and all of the things. But if you can't do it in this one, then you are failed. Right? So this is a message. It's a theory question, difficult, but if and plan yourself minimum 8 marks for each question. If you don't, and you are failed. So that's the message. Have you signed? What is signed? Where is it? Please check. How many people today? So you have, it says 60 or 70, but how many people in the class? Active. Now reduced to 45. Last week it was 62, no? Maybe a lot of people have been removed. Not active. No, today 45. Okay, so the first seat it was 62. So how many overseas students? 50. The 3 groups. Virtual 1, 2, 3, no? 3 teams, yeah. So maybe local. Okay, any question? Then you are no break, so you can have a tea. You are here, come and clear.